Okay. We are going to kick off our stream. This is going to be just a short one, but I did want to make a little bit of progress now that we are level 15. So I wanted to go ahead and start off some stuff in the Sphinx and see if we can get any good interaction there. So with that being said, let's go ahead and jump right into it. So far, we have had 4 deaths. No deaths last time, so last time was pretty successful. Let's go over to Croc. So here's our current deck loadout. I don't think I'll have all of these Myth Blades in. I don't think I need all of them. But it will be interesting to see how Mythblade interacts now that I have it. I guess I'll keep them all in first for a little bit. And try buffing the minion. Seeing if we can do some massive damage with his Blood Bats. I don't see why the character has to go up and down into the floor. Like, if they just had it sit statically, it would have been perfect. Hey, Jonathan! Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, today is just going to be pretty relaxed. We're just going to start out Crocus-Sphinx. I don't think we'll have any problems until maybe Vault of Ice or Emperor's Retreat, but even then, I don't think... I think one of them is actually optional. I don't remember which one it is. It's either Emperor's Retreat or Vault of Ice. I don't think you have to do all of them, but we'll get to there. It's been a long time since I've quested through Croc all the way.
Greeting.
Yeah, Bloodbat is ready for an upgrade, but there's no point in doing it. I'm probably going to give the spell elements to a different character because there's no point. Might as well just let some other character that runs Myth use it. Does this teleporter go anywhere near him? That's actually pretty far. I have a slight cough today, so that's why I'm not going to go for too long. I'm going to probably keep it at about an hour. Rummy!
I hope you've come to help.
Are we using the right pet? We're not. Almost didn't switch. There we go. Pet and gear check? Yeah, I'll do a full check after this. But right now I'm using Sir Cuddles. He's got the Life Storm. Or the Leaf Storm. Some of my gear is a little bit underleveled. I have some gear for level 20. I haven't really needed gear stats, I would say, yet. Yeah, see, at this point, I'd probably be better off just hitting with him rather than blading him. But on turns when he's not doing myth hits, I could build up and do both blades and even traps. I wonder if that would be a good strategy long term. I don't have the minion blades in right now either though, so we'll just leave Storm next if if we're not already almost done. I was thinking about it before we jumped in. There's almost no myth enemies in Crocotopia, right? I can not think of hardly any myth enemies. Like, there's a lot of elemental enemies, and there's some death enemies and some balance enemies, of course. Life and myth, like, do they even exist here? We're so close. Do I want to waste my happiness? I could probably finish in one more round. I'll just stick it out. This pet's better for questing, I would say. This is the second time I've ever seen the living puppy use Frost Beetle. Yeah, we're about to win this one. We'll just wait. See, having all of the Maycast heals is great for keeping me alive. It also makes everything take so long. But at least I won't die, right? Alright, this round should be done. That's low enough that even wand hit will kill. Yeah, we're fine. Sure, why not? Free experience. Ooh! I didn't know there was a Maycast buff minion. If that's true, that would be really useful because we intend to use minion for pretty much most of the run, since he's doubling our damage output. So, if that's true, then I would definitely want to hatch for that one. Alright, we'll do a quick gear check while we're here. So, I'm still running a pretty weak level 5 hat, just for the 2% resist, and for the 120 health. Obviously, I can't use the card. We'll get a better hat later. I have some level 20 hats waiting for me, but this was the one that just felt the most useful right now. Jacket as well, just going for the health and the resist and the tower shield. Tower shield has been helpful. The other ones, I thought about using this as well. The weakness isn't bad, but the little extra bump of health from the tower shield are why I chose. The boots, I'm still rocking level 0 boots actually. They're decent. I mean, it gives 50 health and 2 damage and a little bit of outgoing. So, I don't have any insane boots right now, but I don't hate these ones. Wand is the wand I started with. I have a level 20 wand waiting for me in 5 levels. But this is the wand that I started out with before I knew Golem Minion. So I had to use this for Unicorn Way. Aetham and rings I haven't tried at all. I've just gotten what I have. No amulet, and these are the pets. So this pet has these talents, mostly heal oriented with AoE damage. Yeah, it is a good one for level 0, isn't it? It's got a lot of hits on it, and it's got these 2 spells too. So it felt like it was made for this challenge, and it came out at the same time as Krampus. Or, like, this is something that Krampus drops. So I did a bunch of Krampus runs, and I got this wand. And then this one here. These are the Maycasts. So, Maycast Locust Worm has actually been working really well. I'm not too pleased about the damage output on this one. So, it's got the less valuable damage I think it's just Bringer, yeah. I mean, it's not a complete waste. The other talents on the pet are fine, so it's been doing a lot of good work. But I wasn't too worried about getting a perfect pet. I just wanted to start the run. And then if this is the one factor holding me back later, then maybe I'll have to bring a new pet up. But there's also been a lot of really good ideas for pets. Oh, and the decks. I do have decathlete decks, but the problem with decathlete decks is that the Golem minion, they're kind of hard to sideboard. Like, the TCs aren't super accessible. And so, because of that, I've just been using main deck. But if I do want to go against one specific, like, stat, then I could do that. But I don't need the pips from the decathlete deck either. So, it's pretty much just for damage, resist, and health if I wanted to set against one of the enemies. And then I'm running the Narwhal because it's a little bit extra damage. Yeah, I have the Kroger Feint Jewel, so I'm planning to use the Kroger Feint Jewel because it's just going to be pretty all-around helpful. Mass Feint and damage output, there's nothing wrong with that. We need all the damage output we can get, especially Mass Feint. When we're doing these 2v1s, getting a feint on both will occasionally be pretty helpful. Oh, don't go for the minion fizzle. No, how rude. So one thing I want to learn eventually is the inner mechanisms of aggro, because I have no idea why he was so important to kill that time and not other times. We'll Leaf Storm for this one. The other Kroger one I have is the Dual Focus Citrine. The only problem with the Dual Focus Citrine is that the stat it gives is Power Pip, which is completely useless to us, of course. We don't need pips at all, which is a really weird way to play the game, but it's true. The other option is that we could... I do have the Maycast Brace, so if I have a fight where I'm dying a lot, I can add some resist and the chance to get Brace, which would be very helpful. So I would probably be going between Mortal Toil Onyx and... I don't remember what the name is, but the Brace one. Let's feed our pet. We have some pet snacks for happiness. We like happy pets.
So, General.
So, I'm not playing with the style of I have to do everything myself. Like, that's not really the... As in, like, no help from other characters. Like, I don't want to be farming with 0 mana. That just sounds awful. So, of course I'm using Share Bank for majority of stuff. I'm more trying to prove how far you can possibly get in the game using 0 mana. I'm not trying to prove if you can make a new account and do that. Yeah, the only thing about Mortal Toil is that I faint myself, right? So, if I'm running Mortal Toil and I have training points left over, maybe I could use one of the shadow...
See how little you are.
One of the shadow things that lets me delete my own trap. That would obviously be very helpful. I don't think I need anything. I don't think I'll change deck. I'll maybe remove one of these and put... Oh, I don't have it trained yet. I just have the item card one for buff minion. I need to go back to the secret shop and do that again. But yeah, the pet puts in work with the heals at least, so I haven't felt very vulnerable. Arc 2 being crit agree will be pretty bad though, so I'm not sure if Moral Toil is going to help or harm me, but the damage output is not bad. Brace is definitely good. Now I do have a pet that can just run Brace and a bunch of heals. It doesn't have any will cast talents though, so I would need to decide if it's really worth giving that up. We'll buff our minion and shield him, because last time they killed him with a 1-pip attack. If I had my Ice Decathlon deck, I would have been immune to this. Astral spells will be good. So I initially was not going to get any sun spells because there was no point, but now that I know I can train the shadow spells and I can enchant them, I'll be getting the astral spells. And of course the star aura spells, the useful ones. I don't know if I'll do the damage one because I'm trying to play a slower, tankier build. So I'll probably just do amplify, but I have to see. Yeah, and I also would probably want to run Conviction at some point. Depending on the fight, especially if it's a fight that can stun. Like, I really don't want to get stunned. I don't know, it'll be a pretty unconventional way of playing. The first arc, I'm not worried about. Other people have beat the first arc using this type of challenge. So I know it's possible, and I don't think it'll be that crazy or challenging. You can clean him up. We're fine. We don't need to waste our happiness. Yeah. I definitely don't want to be stunned. But the nice thing is that I don't have to do anything with Power Pip chance. I can completely ignore Power Pip chance, which will be fun, because a lot of the times I have to waste my triangle slots on jewels for Power Pip chance or accuracy, but also most of the spells I use are 100% accurate. So those are two stats that I can largely ignore and use some gear that I normally wouldn't use, which I'm really excited for. That's one of the fun things about this, is that I get to play Wizard in a way that's not the standard way of playing. I'm really excited to use really weird and unique setups. There is the 0-pip heal from Decathlete. I don't know, or from Decathlon. I don't know if I'm going to stock up on those and use them as potential heals, but that is always an option if my pets are being too lazy. But it's only 145, so it's like, is 145 heal worth my entire turn? It would depend on the fight, I guess. Yeah, I think that one is not that one can shatter, though. It's on a deck on my fire character somewhere, I think. But that one's the fire aura. So, if I get to that phase, and I think that's something that I want, I definitely would consider using that. I used to run it on my fire character, and I liked it a lot. I'll probably just prevent minion from dying. Maybe I should have shielded myself, but I think we'll be fine. Minion, so lazy. The other thing I was looking at, there is the Hematite Jewels. So because I'll be using Shadow as a way of hitting at level 90-95, adding a lot of Hematite Jewels will be very interesting. Oh, that killed! I wasn't expecting that. That blade actually was helpful. 200 damage on Firecat. I don't know. I'm easily impressed maybe, but that wasn't bad. It's food. And then we can sell these. Yeah. I definitely want to enjoy getting some unique gear, like that's universal damage and shadow rating. Getting lots of shadow pips as much as possible so that I can run the Trickster would be nice. Because that's going to be the highest damage output that I can do without using mana or Maycasts. Ugh. This is such an awkward layout for a hallway, isn't it? Like, why is there just one teleporter? They couldn't put, like, one right here. The first time I played this, I thought this guy was going to betray us the whole time. Oh, what level are we now? Are we 16? That is Ether Shield. We can get Ether Shield now.
Haven't been eaten by any of your summons, I see. How unfortunate. I guess I'll have to teach you a new spell, then.
Okay, Cyrus. Ether Shield will actually be good, though, against any life or death enemies, so we'll want to get that. We can even go get it before this fight. Yeah, I'm not gonna worry too much about the, I don't think it would be impossible, actually. I can think of a way to get around that. You would basically have to trap stack and other enchant stack, and then summon the minion last minute, and then blade the minion. So...
Well, it is incomplete. If she wants credit, I'll need a Cyclops model.
I don't think it would be completely impossible, but I don't know if it would be worth all the pain and effort that it would take to do that. So, 4 dungeons I'm not forcing myself to do. If 4 dungeons are going to be helpful, or if I think that I can do them, then I'm happy to try. But if I can't beat them, then I'm not going to lose sleep over it. Of course, beating Darkmoor would be nice, though. So, even if it's going to be pretty hard, I do want to try and beat Darkmoor. Now, I did say any methods necessary, so if things are really bad, we could always skip around the fight.
Feed on the light in your
Okay, so you were a death boss, that's what I thought. Just 2 is fine. I don't think I'm going to use that many. Minion first round, always, and then shield. Unless they're going to be like Arc 2 and onwards, where they start with 40 pips. Hey, you're supposed to use death magic, sir. What? Yeah, Sir Cuddles isn't gonna have that. I think that the Sprite Queen, the AoE Sprite, has very low cast rate. I've never seen it go off. So that might be one talent to work out, or to breed off, if I'm finding it's not very helpful. Regular Sprite has great cast rate as always. Why was one of those bigger? Was that Sprite Queen? Why was one of those heals better? Whatever. Okay. We're going for the boss first, it looks like. I'll go for a hit first. I don't need to buff yet. That's fine. Yeah, because that's the standard Sprite. But this one's doing a little bit more heals. Is there anyone online? No. Oh, I guess Sprite Queen did go off, but isn't Sprite Queen supposed to get everyone? Did they make it not an AoE as a Maycast? I'm not crazy, right? Sprite Queen used to be AoE? I'll hit. We can end this one. Oh, but when it used to be, Sprite Queen used to be the AoE Maycast for pets, right? A long time ago? Otherwise, what's the point of having both? Yeah, Queen used to be, okay. That's what I thought. Yeah, we're still at the phase of the game where unboosted Leaf Storm is killing people.
Oh, this piece of gear is part of a set.
Oh, great, a set.
Pieces of the same set to gain special bonuses.
Eh. Yeah, but this set's like not that good, right? Oh, it's awful. Oh my goodness. I didn't even realize how bad that set was. This is also useless to us. Not that anyone has ever cared about mana stat, but I don't need to use any stats for mana, of course. This is technically better. So this is food. Shark do be broken.
With this coin in my possession,
Are mobs going to be using the Spellement Path Sharks, though?
Honored one, I am afraid that all I have left of the sword.
Why couldn't you wait, I still have it marked.
General if he needs it.
Is it closer? It's gonna be the same distance, isn't it? Yeah, Shark do be crazy, but I don't think anyone's gonna be using 790 Shark on me, thank goodness. Not that I'm saved. I still have Critical and Shadow to deal with in later arcs, but...
What?
It's so sad to get all these spell elements that I just can't use. Alright, Glacial Avengers, Glacial Avengers. Yes, let's speed this up. Let me join you. Sir, are you okay? Has anyone ever seen this name before? Zeticus? Zero Pit Minion does have spell elements for the Golem Taunt form. So, I can make him into a 750 health sponge. Combined with shields, I think he can take a couple of hits even in higher worlds, so I am excited for that. Alright, I'm just gonna pass. Dude's got it. My bad for doubting you, Zeticus. Is that Meteor? That's the strongest spell in the game. Fish. Yeah, so I don't care if we do street fights with people. It doesn't really prove anything. If we do it ourselves. Like, we all know that I could beat a street fight.
Now I need some spider carrots.
I'm only really caring about the dungeon fights.
Fever shells should be perfect.
I feel like that's fair.
Win 4 of them for me.
But if people start to comment and to say that I'm lame for for doing the street fights with other people, then I guess I can switch realms whenever I see other people. But I'm not going out of my way to find other people for it either. It's just the convenience of playing an MMO. Ah, that's the worst. I looked at the treasure chest but didn't grab it. I wish the commons button would take me outside the Sphinx and not all the way back to the Oasis. I don't think I can see the spellment path on it yet because I'm too low level, but the Zero Pit Minion transformation does have the spell elements. Yeah, they're all just trash mobs, exactly. Like, I'm not proving anything by fighting these mobs. You all know. Alrighty. I do remember as a kid being unreasonably terrified by certain mobs, like certain street mobs. Like, oh man, that mob is just too strong, I'm gonna lose. Yep, you're right, I have to do Spellements and packs and Beast Moon and packs. So excited for that. I have a few of that Spellement across different characters, but not enough to max it out. Yeah, you should. I don't think I want anyone to see the deck that I was using. Did anyone else ever have the experience where you were playing Wizard101 without a membership? I don't know if this was a common experience, but I would play it without membership all the time because I couldn't buy it all the time. And I would just like stack as many spells into one fight as possible, and that was my idea of grinding for experience. Grinding from level 20 to level 22 was crazy. Easily. Who are you? Okay, does anyone here know if the names in Crocotopia are authentic? I will have a lot to say when we get to Mushu, because I can speak Japanese, so... Fighting field guard, yeah, exactly, the field guards. Those are the exact enemy I was thinking of when I said that too. Oh, no, you have no idea. Seeing a mob that has 300... The word elite with a red text name was enough to make me, like, panic as a child. I was like, oh no, this is the end. I got you, minion. Like, why is he elite? Why does it say that he's a stronger mob? What is going on? This isn't a boss. Panic. Yeah, we just stay buffing our minion. Oh. Yeah, that's why. I was like, I haven't had Cloud of Bugs cast in the stream yet, but it's the wrong pet. I don't know. The Zafaria mobs that use Earthquake are still pretty bad. I would say that they're a candidate for worst mob. Okay, I'm gonna go put lasagna in the oven. So I'll be AFK for just one moment after this. Oh, is it not? Oh, it's a ranged attack. Oh, how awkward. I thought I was done after that turn. Oh, this is embarrassing. Okay. Alright, I am going to go AFK just for a brief second. I just have to put some lasagna in the oven. So. Be right back. Okay. Lasagna is in the oven. I repeat, lasagna is in the oven. Is there another boss in this room? Maybe over there? I actually don't remember. We're talking beef lasagna, you know. It's from Costco.
Yes, these held these gems to magnify the blade's
I don't want to pick
power.
up your gems, you go
As
pick them
blade
up.
of a general, I will need you to collect these gems in the area.
I mean, I guess it's a nice change of pace from fighting mobs. But at the same time, they put them in the actual worst locations. No, 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 no. Stay away. Yeah. So, local time here, it is 5 p.m. on Monday. So it's a lasagna kind of day. Come on, come on, come on. Hurry, hurry, hurry. No, 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 no. Okay. Actually, maybe faster to go to this teleporter? Yeah, Japan's great. Like I said, I'll have a lot more interesting commentary about characters in Mushu. Here, I have no idea if any of these names are legitimate for, like,
Yes, these
Egypt and
I require
the Middle
something
East in
strapped
general.
around the hilt for a good grip. The hall servants should have some leather straps. Those should do well.
Those should do well. I have leather straps. Can I just give you the ones in my reagents? Do I have to get their leather straps? Why are theirs different? Ugh. Trash pulls. This is the other problem, is that I have to run a lot of copies of cards. But sometimes we end up with decks like this, or hands like this, excuse me. I'll just pass. Nothing worth doing. So I thought about doing polymorphs, by the way, but the problem with polymorphs is that only one polymorph is even usable in this challenge for dealing damage. Yeah, this is a Leaf Storm type of fight, unfortunately. So, pop quiz to those participating in chat. Do you know what the only polymorph that has a 0-pip attack is? And no looking at the wiki, that's cheating. Any idea? I doubt anyone has even played with the polymorphs very often. It's not the ice poly, it's a good guess though. I have 2 polys trained, thank you for— Hey, my main character has Master of Shapes badge, okay? So I'm not judging you at all, I'm just saying. No, it's actually the Charmed Mander, or the Mander polymorph. He has a 0-pip 100 balance damage attack. Why? I don't know. Is it good? No. Will I be using it? No. I thought I was going to at the very start when I was planning this run, but the more I thought about it, I was like, there's no point in this. If I had Mander Polymorph at the very beginning of the game, it might have been a viable strategy, but the minion's just so much better.
Now to forge the blade.
Alright, now we're level 17, yeah.
Forge. We will need a key to unlock the entrance to his lair. Defeat his guards, the Sakui Crushers. One of them must have a key.
One of them must have a key. And if they didn't, then the plot would not progress. If General Kaba was wrong, then the wizard would be fighting Sakui Crushers here forever. Classic whiz. Hey, don't think too much about the plot, okay? Just enjoy your children's card game. So Polymorph Mander actually does have a lot of 0-pip spells, so I haven't entirely written it off, but I still think it's going to be kind of silly. I don't think I'll end up using it. But I did throw the link there in the chat if you want to see the glory. Chrysalis is a great world. I think Chrysalis is so original. I think Chrysalis is a lot like Black and White of Pokemon, where you could tell the developers were enjoying it and there was passion put into it. I feel like there's a lot of retconning that has to be done to reconcile with some of the changes, which is like inevitable and not a bad thing inherently. Alright, minion, high roll. High roll, we don't have to waste happiness in this fight. Oh, you disgrace. I am leaf storming next round. I don't think Stream died. Is everything okay? No, that's just Jonathan Tempest. Jonathan Tempest has his stream die. Oh, okay. Jonathan Myth? No. His stream died, so it's Jonathan Death. Obviously. Alright. Okay, can someone do the math? What are the odds of all of the Sakui Crushers that are spawning and living inside of the Crocodile Sphinx? What are the odds that the first two that I fight, one of them has the key to their boss's lair? Jonathan Tomb? I didn't even know that Mana Bane was a possible name. But of course, in the 0 mana challenge, our character is Mana Bane.
Most excellent.
Most excellent. Alright, we'll swap pet. I get bored of using the same thing. We'll see if we can get Cloud of Bugs to cast. So nosy.
You will not evade.
Oh, did they really?
Prepare to meet your doom.
I was thinking more like plot-wise, though. Like, what do we think the odds are statistically that of the one person that we defeated, he just happens to also be the one entrusted with the key? Oh, if they buffed defeat and collect quests, I'd be so happy. That's really great news to hear. Why am I just jumping guys in the street? Do you not think that the wizard is kind of a menace? Like, he just takes whatever people tell them at face value and just says like, oh, you want me to go beat that guy up? Yeah, sure. I'll go beat that guy up. I'll do it for free. Like, no questions asked. I feel like at some point they do kind of question the wizard's morality. Oh, come on, I bladed you and everything. Yeah. Wizard101 is not an argument of coughing baby versus hydrogen bomb. Yes! Bugs! Bugs! Bugs goes off all the time. I'm so glad I'm using this challenge. Bugs is amazing. Easy. Too easy. What did that even do? Never mind. Don't think too much about it. Yeah, Locust is so good. It casts all the time. Like, you would think it would be like a kind of rare cast because it's doing 350 damage for free. But no, it casts like all the time.
Excellent work, Wizard.
Shalak the Wise. Is Shalak how it's pronounced? Or is it Shalik? Shalek? May cast Storm Owl when? Jonathan actually has that pet. He just doesn't want to hatch with anyone.
Excellent.
No, it's not the only damage May cast. There's Sunbird, but Sunbird is really hard to find. And there's also Ice Snake too. I think I knew someone with Ice Snake, but I couldn't get it to hatch. Yes, I know Bloodbat is ready. But anyways, yeah, the wizard is definitely, like, it's not coughing baby versus bomb. Like, the wizard is the coughing baby and the bomb. Has no idea what it's doing, but just, like, completely happy to go and just destroy people's lives.
Are you a warrior, young wizard?
Defeat any Sakui. I just beat a bunch of Sakui. What's wrong with the ones I beat last time? Rare myth enemies. Anyone. Literally anyone. Yeah, there's those three. If I could get all three... make cast Locust, Sunbird, and Ice Snake on one pet, that would be pretty cool. And make cast traps, the pet would fight the fight for me. That's kind of not. They killed my minion. Yeah, just may cast a whole nother wizard. Well, that's how Sinbad's supposed to work, except I've never gotten Sinbad to Maycast, and I use that wand a lot. Alright, GG, I guess. I'll probably hit this just in case. Imagine if this midget zombie was the last thing you saw before you died. Okay. Alright, we're gonna talk to Akko. No, Brendan? Brendan's at least... Brendan's like 5 pip, isn't he?
Perfect. Now.
Yeah, I looked at all of the 0 pip spells. Like, I literally just went through every 0 pip spell and found the ones that were viable. And the only minion is this one that we have in deck right now. Brandon's got to be like 4 or 5 pips, I'm pretty sure. Like, you can use it turn 1. Okay, we made it to the Colosseum. That looks nice. I don't think I've seen the Colosseum since the Crocus Sphinx, or I guess Crocotopia update.
You want a Mander to compete in the arena?
Yeah. I actually remember this guy. His character always stood out.
Puny foreigner. You think you can... How about...
Okay. Well, I think that's what we're going to be doing for today. Again, kind of a shorter stream, because I'm trying not to cough. So, I will be streaming again after I've had some rest, but I wanted to at least make a little bit of progress, because I'm just having such a great... I'm having so much fun doing this, actually. Ooh, 5 pips, yeah! Wizard101 Trivia Champion, yeah! Yeah. All of this knowledge about the game, and I'm still so trash at it. But, with that being said, we have made it this far. No additional deaths again, so... 2 days since the last accident. Happy workplace. Next time, we'll probably finish the Sphinx. I'm hoping to do kind of a longer stream next time, so we can hopefully finish off the Sphinx and then get ready to go into the the Temple of Storms. So, should be cool. Yeah, W's in the chat. W's in the chat. Thank you everyone for being here. W's. Alright, I'm gonna sign off. Thanks everyone. Yeah, get some sleep. Bye.